Welcome to the vibe where the bells get real. Crime time stories with that Crescent City feel. If you're new, sit down, let's begin the show. And to my loyal supporters, I'm glad you're in the flow. It's the city of soul, where the streets got flair. From the French Quarter beats to the Bayou air. This is more than a channel, it's a whole mood. We're talking life, love, and that southern groove. Like, comment, subscribe, come back again. It's MOCA's NOLA Bells where the real begins. Crime time stories with a thoughtful spin. If you're down for the truth, then let's lock it in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay. Breaking down the cases in a bold new way. Every viewer, every fan, y'all part of the crew. This is MOCA's NOLA Bells and we're here for you. We're digging through the mysteries, uncovering lies, shining light on the facts that the darkness hides. It's justice for the stories that need to be told. From the streets of Naziah where the truth runs cold. This ain't about the mess, I'm just speaking my piece. Focusing on the stories that the world needs to see. To my members and supporters, I see y'all too. Couldn't make these moves without the love from you. Like, comment, subscribe, come back again. It's MOCA's NOLA Bells where the real begins. Crime time stories with a thoughtful spin. If you're down for the truth, then let's lock it in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay. Breaking down the cases in a bold new way. Every viewer, every fan, y'all part of the crew. This is MOCA's NOLA Bells and we're here for you. A shout out to the fam, to my members and team. Y'all keep me grounded while I chase these dreams. From the mysteries to motives, every clue we break. It's love for the truth, not a move that's fake. No dragon here, but I'll call it like it is. Shedding light on the facts, yeah, you know what it is. So hit that button, pull up and stay a while. Crime time vibes with that southern style. Yeah, it's MOCA's NOLA Bells, bringing truth to the mic. Crime stories that inspire from the day to the night. Hit subscribe, join the fam, let's dig in again. This is your home for the real, MOCA's NOLA Bells to the end. Like, comment, subscribe, let's keep it alive. Every story we tell, every clue we revive. To my members and supporters, y'all the heart that dwells. Welcome home, y'all, it's MOCA's NOLA Bells.
She ain't gone, no, she just hiding behind the lies. They keep on writing, I feel her voice, I hear her crying, but they too busy testifying. She dying inside, she ain't gone, she just fighting to survive. She said she needed help in class that day. Laid out on the floor, tears in the way. Told the teacher she need a word, not a test, but they passed her off like the pain was just stress. Mama acting like she ain't see a thing, but checking her tablet, deleting the strings. The truth in a locker, the truth in a phone. They try to act like she ran off alone.
Portrayal lies, got 'em swearing to God, but the ones in the pews know the story too odd. Why you wanna stand talking? I don't recall. You was posting like everything's fine, that's all. She had bruises and bags, she had silence and shade. They let that man stay while she tried to escape. A house full of whispers, a shop full of ghosts, but we saw them cameras and we the most.
She ain't gone, no, she just hiding behind the lies. They keep on writing, I feel her voice, I hear her crying, but they too busy testifying, saying nothing while she dying inside. She ain't gone, she just fighting to survive. grave, just a place we don't yet know. Maybe protective, maybe hid away, but not erased, not gone astray. The court got a date, but the streets got a voice, and we gon' speak loud like we ain't got a choice. This ain't just views, it's a whole damn name. Say Naziah loud till they feel that flame.
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, guys. It is so good to be back. Seems like I have been gone forever. I've missed you guys. I have really missed you. It's been a long weekend. And I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend, time spent with family and friends, loving on your loved ones, protecting the babies, and most of all, staying cool, because Lord have mercy, it's been hot. But nonetheless, guys, we're back. We're back to pick up where we left off, and baby, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. But we are here. For those of you that are new, welcome. From my day ones, y'all already know what time it is. Here at MOCA Nola Bells, everybody's somebody. All opinions matter. Everyone here is to be respected, as everyone is respected. There are no big eyes and there are no little U's here at MOCA's Unfiltered. We laugh, we love, and when we have to shed a tear, we do that too. But at the end of the day, here we are family. All opinions matter. There's no right and wrong here. All opinions matter, and they are all very much respected. For those of you that are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do so for your girl. Share the live out. Subscribe to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. And make sure you tap the little emojis on the side. Let YouTube and everybody else know that you appreciate what MOCA brings. Keep me out there in the algorithm. That would be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. And before we do what we do, y'all know I have to get to speaking to all of my people. But before I do that, we're going to open this live with a quick prayer, which is something that we are now incorporating in each and every life. In each and every life, we're going to stay blessed. We're going to stay protected. We're going to stay covered. Because in all things, we need God to lead the way. And without God in the midst of any of this, we couldn't be here voicing our opinions and how we feel the way that we do. Father God, we come before you tonight, not only as me being a content creator, but also as viewers, as protectors, as advocates, and Lord, as truth tellers for the voiceless. We lift up the soul tonight of our baby, Naziah Harris, and every child that's still trapped in silence. Dear Lord, it's my prayer that you uncover all that's been hidden. Expose every wicked plot, Lord, and protect those who fight for truth. Give us the strength to call evil by its name and hold these predators and cowards accountable, Lord. Let this conversation not be just for content, but also a call to justice. In your name, we pray. Amen. It's Monday, baby. It's Monday. It's Monday, and I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So let's get this party started. We're not here for a long time, but we're here to make a few relevant points and get some stuff laid out. Hey, Kimberly Earls, happy Monday, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. Hey, my sister, Dr. J. Happy Monday, beautiful. Hey, Constance, welcome, love. She says, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. We'll be tuning in from work. Oh, girl, I wish you a pleasant evening at work, a blessed evening, that is. And we're happy that you tuned in. Hey, my sister, Christian, welcome, welcome. Look at her. My sister is back. Hope you and the family had an awesome 4th. So good to see you back. Thank you, Christian. Baby, the 4th was awesome. It was lovely. It was hot, but it was lovely nonetheless. Hey, my girl, Sherry. Sherry says, love all and trust none. I'll be so looking forward to that each and every time that I go live. Hey, Tony, welcome, my love. Happy Monday to you, beautiful. Hey, my sister Deidre. Happy Monday, boo. Look at my sister living life in Florida. Hey, sis. Hey, Mary Kay. Happy Monday, my love. Christian says, welcome, Nola Bells and friends. Please remember to hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Tell your family and friends to do the same. Thank you, Christian. Look at my sister, Miss Sean B. Hey, sis. Happy Monday, boo. Hey, Red. Happy Monday, girl. Hey, Melanie. Welcome, boo. Hey, Taj. Welcome, my love. Hey, Sister One Love. Happy Monday, boo. Hey, Sunshine Sean. Welcome, sis. Hey, Unavailable. Happy Monday to you. Hey, Deborah Crosby. Welcome, my love. Hey, Tracy. Happy Monday. Hey, Black Beauty. Happy Monday, boo. Hey, Kenyatta. I miss you too, sis. I really did. But y'all know me, family over everything. Y'all my extended family, but y'all know what I meant by that. Hey, Godzilla King. Happy Monday, Evelyn. Happy Monday to you. Hey, Tracy Ellen. Happy Monday, my love. Hey, Essie. Yes, ma'am. Justice from Naziah. Hey, my sis Platt. Hey, Minnie Mouse. Happy Monday. Hey, Melinda. Hi, Miriam. Happy Monday to you. Hey, no nonsense. Happy Monday, boo. Hi, Debbie. Happy Monday. Hey, the truth. Welcome, boo. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so very much, Miriam. Miriam said that music is truthfully beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Miriam. You understand, Kenyatta? The court got a date, but the streets got a voice. And it appears that the streets is making more noise than the courts. Hey, Dale, welcome. Hey, Tuda, happy Monday. Tuda says, remember, you are important. And most importantly, you are loved. I love that, Tuda. Hey, Island Diva. Welcome, Lady K. Welcome. Patricia Perry. Hey, baby, welcome. Hey, Meek and Ellie. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Amini. Happy Monday, sis. Nubian Max. Hey, baby. Happy Monday. Hey, Rosemary. Happy Monday, boo. Hi, Dorothy. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Dwana. Welcome. Welcome to the chat, my love. Hey, Samantha. Welcome, boo. Yakia. Hey, my love. Hey, something sweet. Welcome, boo. Hey, Tootie. Welcome, boo. Charlotte Stewart. Hey, baby. Tony says, Mocha, you want to come to Florida with us? You will get a tan real quick. This sun is very disrespectful. Tony, let me tell you, that heat index was 107 on the 4th. You hear me? I didn't want to get dressed. I just didn't want to do nothing. It's too hot. It's hot. Thank you so much, Melanie. Melanie says, Honey Mocha, I miss you these past few days. I couldn't wait for your return. Bless you for everything that you do. Thank you. Hey, Faye, welcome, boo. Cool girl sisters, hey, boo. And it's been a long weekend indeed. Hey, Lisa. Welcome, my love. Hey, Charlotte's Web. Welcome, sis. Oh, Samantha, I saw that too. Samantha says, Mocha, I seen a clip on YouTube about a 15-year-old girl went missing in Ohio. They found her body in a basement, sealed off and painted over. I hope our baby is not in the basement that Dre was painting. Let's keep praying. Hey, Erlene. Hey, Sassy, welcome, sis. Happy Monday. Hey, Deborah Ray. Oh, I appreciate you stopping by, sis. Mwah. Hey, Travis. Hey, Sister Rock. Oh, sis says she just getting off of work. She over there getting her life together. I understand, sis. I understand. Hey, Evelyn Gentry, welcome, my love. All right, I think we there. No, we're not, because look at my beautiful sister, D. Hey, my love. Hope all is well with you. Hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend, because I'm not looking forward to seeing another holiday no time soon. Hey, hey, my niece, I miss you too. Welcome, Tarsha. Hey, Lori, welcome, boo. All right. I believe I should be there. No, I'm not, because look at Carla Henry. Hey, my love. Hey, Vanessa, welcome, boo. Travis says, Mocha, I heard King is free. I don't know if it's true or not, Travis. He is. He was released on the 1st. Hey, Nisha. Welcome, sister. Yes, he was released on the 1st. Hey, Lachelle. Oh, Nisha, it's good to be back, boo. Hey, Leisure Lady. Welcome, my love. Charlotte, thank you so much for that super sticker, my love. Hey, Amma, welcome. Welcome, boo. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. We're here. We are definitely here, guys. Y'all, there's so much to talk about. I feel like I done miss a lot of everything. You know, when you miss one day here, it feels like you've missed a week. And that's only one day. Well, we could start off by saying, well, we know Jarvis was on calendar today to appear in court, da da da. But that was moved back. They're going to present that at the, he has another court date the end of this month on the 27th. Jarvis go have some court dates. Oh yeah, Deborah, I'm with you. I believe King singing like a canary. Jarvis is a mess. Hey, Venetia, welcome, boo. Tootie says, I just watched a reading on Naziah, and she said the grandma hated her because she took her man who was the turtle man. Oh my, girl. It's so much, y'all. It is truly so much. You know, as I look at Jarvis and everything that he has going on, I never deny the fact that he's a monster, right? Jarvis is an absolute monster. I will never, ever deny that. The only thing I stick with and I stand for is that I don't believe he's an unaliver. And I'm going to stick with that. But for all this other nasty, ungodly, predatory stuff he's doing, oh yes, he's guilty of it all. All of it. He's definitely guilty of it. Now the question that I have in all of this is all of these women that Jarvis Butts has been involved with, right? All these women, and it's been a plethora of women. These women cannot tell me, hey, boo, banger, welcome, boo. Sassy said, I'm sticking with you, Mocha, and Faith. That's all we could do, Sassy. Let me tell you, all these women that Jarvis Butts has ran through, these women cannot make me believe one way nor the other. And I'm not just, see, Shannon, she's a special kind of trouble, right? But these other women that Jarvis has been involved with, they don't get a pass either. How can you call a man your man, but yet you're doing girlfriend and wifely things for a man, but you're not getting that attention from him? If you're not getting that attention from him, he's getting it from somewhere. But yet you're painting a picture of him as he's the, hey, Rosalind, welcome, boo. But yet you women are painting a picture like he's the world's greatest dad. He's good to y'all children. You hoes cannot make me believe that y'all had no idea that Jarvis was playing with your children. Y'all can't make me believe that. Hey, Felice, welcome, my love. Y'all can't make me believe that. Jarvis has been riding this dirty, nasty road for quite some time. Thus far, what I know about Jarvis, let me just say this. Thank you so much for that super sticker, my sister Christian. She said, please let the host know what's on your mind with super chats. Thank you, my love. Look, in 2012, from 2012 to 2014, Jarvis has a charge for SA on an 8 to 10-year-old in Highland Park. That's from 2012 to 2014. Now, if memory serves me correct, during this time, wasn't Jarvis involved with Shannon between that time frame, 2012 to 2014? But yet, he still had the urge to go out there. Thank you so much for that super chat, leisure lady. 2012 to 2014, Jarvis is involved with Shannon. But yet he still had the urge to go out there and SA a baby. That child was anywhere from the age of 8 to 10 years old. And this took place in Highland Park. Then here it is, and Jarvis had just got out of prison at that time. Something is truly wrong. Then we go 2015 to 2017. That's where Jarvis did the assault, the essay again, on another baby. And that child was between the ages of 4 and 6 years old. But in the midst of all of this, between 2012 and 2017, that's a 5-year gap right there. One of these children belonged to one of Jarvis's women. That I'm sure of. Melanie, thank you, my love, for the Cash App. God bless you. I'm sure of it. And now, here it is. Jarvis is being charged now. That's the new charge. The new charge. He's being charged for SA of a 12-year-old. She's now 24. She's going to testify. This happened in Allen Park in 2013. And had they done their homework, they would know that Jarvis did whatever he got going on with Naziah or had going on with Naziah. It was way before 2022. And he's charged with Naziah. The hurting part in all of this is, there have been multiple CPS reports, but they went ignored. Multiple CPS reports. They went ignored. Even the one from Journell in 2022. Detroit Police Department even admitted at that time that they could have done better. They dropped the ball. So my question is, who's on the inside? Who's on the inside? Thank you so much for that super sticker, Ron. Appreciate you, my girl. My question is, who's on the inside that allowed this to go on for so long? As a matter of fact, there has been reported a total of 5 CPS reports. 5. Imagine how many babies had to hurt. How many children had to suffer for him to get this far. I mean, 5 damn CPS reports, not one arrest. How does this happen? How does this happen unless somebody on the inside is protecting him? I've always said money talks and bullshit walks. You mean to tell me the outside money is coming in and it's enough money to keep CPS with their mouths closed, enough to keep DPD with their mouths closed, it's enough to keep the prosecutor with our mouth closed? Something is wrong. Sean B, I see the comments, boo. Something is wrong. I'm going to catch some of these comments before I get too ahead of myself. Oh, Rosalind says, hey, MOCA, they said that Jarvis has a new girlfriend. Rosalind, at the rate these women in Detroit are moving and their level of understanding, even with all what's going on, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Thank you so much for that super chat. One love. Jarvis had a girlfriend. Jarvis had a fiance. And Jarvis had Shannon. All testify. Hey, Strong Survive. Welcome, my love. Tootie says, he's a monster, true enough. I don't believe he unalive her. I haven't seen any DV charges. Neither have I, Tootie. Neither have I. And you know what else gets me, Tootie? There's still no charge with. There's still no charge with the baby, right? So in my opinion, They got to come better than that with the evidence that they have. Hey, Just Mona, welcome, my love. Hey, Kenyatta Howard, welcome. So, Cool Girl Sister says, MOCA, we all know how Shannon felt about that baby and did harm to her. Tell the truth, Shannon. See, is that part right there. Tell the truth, Shannon. Hey, Erica Kane, welcome, my love. Mill City, welcome, my love. Eno, hey, baby, welcome. Sunshine, oh, she talking to Mika. Oh, Mika eating, oh, Lord, not raisins. Oh, Lord. Lori, I'm with you, baby. Jarvis is past insane. Mika, thank you for the super sticker, boo. Something is truly wrong. And I'm truly convinced. Miriam says the move from Clinton Township, was probably behind more than what was told. Listen, it's my opinion. In my opinion, there's a lot left that's not been said. Hey, Carla Havis, welcome, baby. It's a lot left that's not been said, right? And I understand that they can't put it all out here at one time. I get that, and I respect that. Hey, Tom and Nisha, welcome, baby. Hey, Paula E, welcome, babe. Let me tell you, I respect that. I do. But they have to be forthcoming and be truthful. And whomever it has been on the inside that's taking pay for letting Jarvis do all what he's done for all these years, they need to be held accountable. And I will continue to say, I believe that's exactly why Kim Worthy is doing the things that she's doing as with this Jarvis Butts case. Trying to find things to stick, digging way down in ditches and mud holes, trying to find a charge on him. All because she has to redeem herself. She has to redeem herself from what she allowed to happen way back in 2012 when he got out of the prison first time. There's no way Jarvis should have walked out of prison without being on paper. There's no way Jarvis should have walked out of, hey Zilla, there's no way he should have walked out of prison without being on tether. There's no way Jarvis should have walked out of prison without any restrictions. And because she allowed him, and this I'm saying she did, right? Because she had to sign it off. She allowed him to walk away a free man. So it's all on Kim Worthy's hands that Jarvis was able to walk around and do this to all of these people. These children had no business. Hey, Mariah, welcome, love. These children had no business being in harm's way of a Jarvis Butts. No matter how slow their mothers are, no matter how desperate their mothers are for a man. Hey, Tia, welcome, boo. No matter how desperate their mothers are for a man, these children are all innocent. These low self-esteem, raggedy ass women allowed a Jarvis Butts to rob their innocent babies of their youth. Hey, Mo J, welcome. All because they wanted a man. Kenyatta Marie said, I don't know. I don't think all the women knew. A few of them are just simply retarded. Girl, as simply retarded as they may have been, a mother's intuition never lies. Hey, Darshell, a mother's intuition ain't that far off. It ain't that much retardation in the world. These women all knew what Jarvis was about. All of them. And they did it for what? What is it that Jarvis could have possibly said to these slow women that allowed him to get away with this for so long? Miss Sean B said, and that's why Annette, Marquita, and Fish-Eyed Shannon going down there all gotta go. All of them. Deidre said, this man is sick. Oh, yes, indeed he is. Guys, if you don't mind, could you please hit that like button? Oh, Minnie Mouse, I promise you, baby, they all knew. Every last one of them. None of them hoes get a pass. Not one. Because they all, listen. If you know what I know, when I know what I know. Remember in the beginning we said Jarvis had a type. Jarvis had a type, right? Not only did Jarvis have a type, right? These hoes had a type too. Most of these women that Jarvis has been with, and I want to say the majority of them, their history of men in their lives, the circle that they ran with, all included pedos, each and every one of them. So not only did Jarvis have a type, but they had a type too. So they knew. Hey, hip hop, welcome, my love. They knew. Ms. Bill says, hey, Ms. Bill. Ms. Bill says respectfully, I can't understand why Jarvis is still living. I'm having a hard time with that. He should have been night forever. Hey, Wendy, thank you so much for the super sticker, my love. Mika says Shannon knew about this. She knew about all of it. The response from Shannon was that the kids lied. Shannon didn't give a damn. Shannon wanted a man, any man, however she could have gotten one. And Shannon was willing to put up with anything. And as much as I pulled Shannon to the front of the class, Shannon wasn't the only one in Jarvis's camp that was willing to put up with anything. Every woman on Jarvis's roster didn't mind putting up with anything. They really didn't. Mika says, I'm convinced Detroit just don't give a damn. Less work, they just write people off, and that's what it appeared. Deidre says, I would never call someone like that my man at all, under no circumstances. None, D. None. Not one. Tomanisha says, I hope the FBI have their ducks in a row for Shannon. Hey, to the point, I hope so too. Tootie says they don't even mention the baby. Like, what's going on? They don't care. All Shannon truths are coming out, Dominica. All of her truths are coming out. And what's really sad, no truer words have been spoken than what you guys are speaking at this moment. It's really sad. Really sad. When the family, even her mother, her low down, dirty mother, can't speak on Naziah's name. Like she's non-existent. Like, something is wrong. They're showing their feelings from the gate. They had no feelings from this baby from day one. Not a tear. Not a nothing. Like she never existed. Like she never existed. I don't get it. I don't understand them. Tootie says the court needs to at least mention not only SA, well, how many young girls was pregnant by him? That's a mystery right there, Tootie. Because what the courts are presenting, and it's just my humble opinion, and I could be wrong. The courts are only presenting what they feel is pertinent to them in order to get a case to stick on Jarvis. I believe if you're going to investigate it all. Don't just pick and choose what's relevant to you at the moment because you want a case. If you're going to bring him down for it all. And if he had any sense, well, we know he ain't got that. But he had a piece of heart. He would just start spilling his guts and telling it all. Because it ain't no coming back from none of this shit. It's no coming back. So he may as well just tell it all. And if he chooses not to tell it all, Shannon, you need to tell it all, bitch. Because you know as well. Because there's no way as a woman, Jarvis used that word simply retarded very loosely. But there's no way as a woman, Shannon, I could ever sit here and raise children as if they were my own, knowing the way you obtain those children. See, because Shannon, now you have to explain to the people. You have to explain to the courts, Shannon. And if the court's too slow to dig it out of you, Shannon, you're going to have to answer to a higher power. You're going to have to say where the mothers of those two babies are, Shannon. Because right about now, that makes you pass simply retarded. Hey, Radiant Jules, welcome, my love. That makes you pass simply retarded. Jarvis was a manipulator. I get that. I get that. But I do believe that Detroit owes us more. The state owes us more. Now we knew about Naziah. And now there's so many more young girls that's involved in this. So many more. And it breaks my heart because I can't understand how these people allow it to slip through the crack. Don't get it. Shannon ain't shit. Hey, Tia, welcome, boo. Eno says, I'm curious to know how Annette's maintaining without those checks. She's not. She's not. Carla Henry, I'm with you when you're right, my love. Carla says, Jarvis and them females destroyed a lot of children's lives. Carla, that's what hurts the most. Because how can any of these slow-ass women call themselves, hey, Pebbles, welcome, my love. How can any of these women call themselves women, knowing that they're laying up with a grown-ass man that preferred real kitty cat over her? Because that's what he was playing in, kitty cat. And they knew about it. And that brings me back to what I've always said. Old girl with the blue card knows a lot. She knows as much as Shannon knows. And don't y'all ever doubt that. She painted a picture of Jarvis as if he's a great father. Bitch, are you serious? Old girl with the blue car. She knows as much as Shannon knows, if not more. As well as Shannon could tell you all the whereabouts of Naziah at this very moment. Old girl in the blue car could tell you all what Naziah looked like, what she had on, what her mental and physical condition was the last time she saw her. Because it is in my heart, I believe she saw her last. This is crazy. This is insane. Tomanisha says Annette needs to be charged for trafficking. We're going to get to that. Tia says, why can't women be happy, single, and focus on their kids? So desperate for a man. That part, Tia. But Tia, the sad part, any man. Hey, old boy, welcome. Any man. Let me tell you something. I said what I said, and I'm going to stand on what I said. And that girl said she found Naziah's eyeglasses in the back seat of her car. She lied. Those eyeglasses were in her home. MOCA, why you say that? The eyeglasses were not in her home because Jarvis took Naziah to that lady's house that night. She knows way more than she's telling. She knows way more than she's telling. I would never put it past she's being one of the go-to women that's allowed Jarvis to bring not only Naziah, but his daughter as well, and maybe other little girls to her house. I don't put it past her. She looks like the type. She knows more. She knows more. And maybe the questions will be different at the trial in October. Maybe the questions will be different. But she knows a lot more. And then we're going to implicate people. The prosecutor, Miss Kim Worthy. You need to implicate them all. And not just shoot to bring Jarvis down, because it don't stop just because you have Jarvis locked up. Because this is a train wreck. Hey, Smooth Carter, welcome, my love. This is a train wreck. There are more Jarvises running the streets of Detroit. And what you fail to understand, Kim Worthy, you think the people don't see it, the people don't know this is a whole enterprise, ma'am. The train tracks don't end with the Jarvis Butts. Jarvis Butts is locked up right now. But there are other Jarvis Butts that then took the place of this monster. And all these people are still trying to cover up their tracks. Mo J says nobody had more time with him than Naziah. Mo J, that's factual. And it's a shame. And that's why Shannon should be at the top of the list. Her and Annette both to go down for this bullshit, because they fed Naziah to Jarvis. Naziah didn't have a chance. Jarvis didn't have to go on a hunt. Naziah has been in the care of Annette and Shannon since she was 2 years old. Jarvis was living with Shannon in Clinton Township at that time. Naziah spent all her time to Shannon. So if Jarvis was able to give a 4-year-old chlamydia, what makes Kim Worthy or anybody else think that Jarvis didn't touch that baby long before 2022 when that CPS report was made? Make it make sense. Hey, Gina, welcome, boo. Rosalind says, MOCA. Jarvis told all the women that welcome to the NOLA Bells, Miriam. Welcome, my love. Rosalind says, MOCA. Jarvis told all the women he met that they were beautiful. Low self-esteem is willing to accept anything. Anything. And even though they looked in the mirror, mirror on the wall told it all. But they allowed a pedo to convince them different. Make it make sense. Debbie says it's just sick. All across the board, this is sick. They knew and they allowed it to keep his stank funky ass in their presence. Isn't this sick? Isn't that sick? Sassy says women may not know what their other half is doing in the streets, but real mothers know their children. That part, Sassy. These women can't make me believe that they didn't see a difference in their children's behavior. They didn't see a difference in the way their children spoke. They didn't see a difference in their children's demeanor. You gotta be a piss poor mama not to see none of that. Tony says, "MOCA, listen to me real good. I'm listening, Tony. The average person that is a felon and gets caught with the pow, you get 3 to 5 years behind the pow charge, right? So listen, Kim Worthless is the reason he got only 1 year. Yes, ma'am. I believe it. I don't doubt that, Tony. Kim Worthless is the problem. Kim Worthless is a real Creole. Welcome, my love. Kim Worthless is the problem. Her focus is in all the wrong places. Her focus is in all of the wrong places. See, right now she want a win-win. Hey, Sheena, welcome, sis. She want a win-win. Miss Sean B said these bitches don't care about teeth, clean fingernail, fresh breath. That he had his own. They didn't care that he had his own money, car, job, or home. Their standards, they had no standards, sis. They had no standards. Eno says it goes to show, just because you can give birth, it doesn't make you a mother. Because that's why their instincts never kicked in. That part. Shannon was truly aiding and abetting. Truly, she was. Shannon has a lot to pay for. Not just Shannon has a lot to pay for, but Annette has a lot to pay for herself. And I'm with you, ladies. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. Oh, yeah. Jarvis' teeth and his hair would have been peeled back to his neck. It couldn't have been me. But it don't say much for these women. Deborah Crosby says, Annette made Shannon like that and all the rest of them kids. Of course she did. And don't ever think that Annette don't have a price to pay as well. Annette was a groomer. Annette was a master manipulator. She trained Shannon to be a manipulator as well. Annette has many unanswered children that she still has to answer for. And I hope it, in my opinion, and that's me, once the conviction comes with Jarvis Butts, I want to see justice for Naziah and every other child in the right way. Jarvis being given a life sentence is not enough justice. Policies need to be changed. People in offices and things of that nature, they need to go away. Procedures need to be changed. And then we need justice for every child that's out there that Detroit failed. Because if there are 5 CPS reports that's out there just on Jarvis Butts alone, and nothing has been said and nothing has been done, throw the whole system away. Leisure Lady says, I believe all of them were getting palms greased. Yeah, Leisure Lady, I believe with all my heart. I believe with all my heart, Leisure Lady, that money was going into the big house. I believe that money was going into the city of Detroit. Dirty money. Dirty money which allowed trafficking without a trace. Dirty money which allowed these criminals, these pedos to roam free. Dirty money that allowed these enterprises to continue being enterprises. Once that dirty money got into the wrong hands, I'm not going to say the right hands. Once that dirty money got into the wrong hands, the rest of the system became corrupt. That's why our children are still screaming for help. Silent cries that went unheard because grown people cared more about a dollar than having morals and having respect and just being human. Hey, Granny B, welcome, my love. Tamanisha says, not one time have I seen her mom. Radiant, thank you, my love, for the cash app. God bless you, baby. Tamanisha says, not one time have I seen her mom. Let me tell you about that mother. Tamanisha, it ain't that much crack in the world. I don't care how much they blame lady as having a drug habit. When it comes to your child, that drug habit should have been the last thing on your mind, ma'am. Let MOCA's baby come up missing. Let MOCA's baby come up missing and see how sober MOCA gets. So the line on she's so strung out, she's an addict. No, ma'am. No. All of you are in this. All of you are a part of the problem. Poor Naziah didn't stand a chance. 5% is dead and gone today. And when I say 5%, some of you new people may not understand. Mervyn Jennings is 5%. He said he was out here on 5% oxygen, so he's adapted the new name 5%. 5% failed Naziah. Her own mother failed her. How do you, lady, Kenyatta, whatever your name is, how do you tell the world that you escaped the very same abuse that you dropped your children back into? Make this shit make sense, because it don't make sense to me. Hey, I'm his wife. Welcome. It makes no sense to me. But she's not that drugged out, y'all. Don't ever believe that. Because if she's out here with her own son, playing cops and robbers and being the modern day Bonnie and Clyde, robbing people, sticking people up and unaliving people for their possessions and for money to get high, she got all her good senses. Lady don't get a pass. Hey, Love Jones, welcome, baby. Lady don't get a pass. Tony says Kim Worthless has the people in Detroit scared of her. And she has a connection to Annette by the foundation at Henry Ford Hospital. She is the founder of the foundation from when she lost her child. She can be the founder on whatever the hell she wants to be. My thing is, if it ain't right, call it out. She's not invincible. And there's no such thing as she can't be removed. There's no such thing as she can't be stopped. If you keep covering up corruption, corruption will continue to build. And the more you let her get away with it, the more you let them all get away with it, the worse it will become. And then what? Detroit will be just a city that was spoken of. There will be nothing left. How can we claim that the children are our future when Detroit, the people that's in charge, is taking our children from us one by one? And caring mothers have to go to bed at night weeping because Detroit can't give them an answer. Something is wrong. Hey, Cynthia, welcome. Hey, Levesque, welcome, boo. This don't make sense to me. Jarvis has left a trail of victims, like you all say. My heart hurts. And it's sad that we could be out here with aching hearts. We are crying for justice for these people, for these children, right? We're fighting the good fight and calling out all the injustices within the city of Detroit. But then there are people like Shannon, Marquita, and Annette that refuse to shed a tear. Hey, her royal napping is welcome, baby. Something is wrong. Damn, Nail City said Shannon funky long-haired ass. There's some evidence, and I know there has to be more evidence. Tamanisha says Shannon hated her niece because she was messing with him, giving her all the attention. We know that to be true. They're slow. Lisa says, hey, Lisa, she says, we see how desperate Shannon is. She's trying to meet me and offer plenty of fish. How do you have time to be looking for a man when your niece been missing for over a year? Lisa, that part. And you know, being on plenty of fish looking for a man, right? What's really sad with that? Not only is she looking for a man in the midst of her niece still not being accounted for. You looking for a man, bitch, and you don't even have your children in your protection, in your own, within arm's reach of you. Your children are living someplace else because you as a woman, as a mother, you can't even provide a roof over their heads. You're a danger, Shannon. You're a menace to society. You aren't even good to your own children. But you're on plenty of fish looking for a man. Marquita, you another nasty slob. You know everything that took place in the disappearance of Naziah. Marquita, you don't get a pass either. Because you know. You're another one that knows. And you're protecting Shannon. And you're protecting Annette. And in a sense, you're protecting your damn self because you know too. Because you know, hey, Sunday Mac, welcome, my love. Hey, Shantae, welcome. You ain't no better, Marquita. Neither one of you hoes have your children. But y'all want to be out here looking for a man. Make that make sense. And it goes back to what I said, the fakeness of it all. Annette was forced to do a press conference when it came up to Naziah's disappearance. She didn't want to do it. They forced her to do it. Either you do it, Annette, or you're going to face jail time for obstruction. So Annette did the press conference. And I can't get it out of my memory. The words Annette spoke at that press conference. That's why I believe in my heart that Naziah is still alive. Annette said at that press conference, just bring Naziah back home. Y'all took her, and y'all don't even know what's going on. Just bring her back. Then when she thought about what she said, she came back in another breath behind tears that didn't exist and said, Naziah could be in danger. Hey, Mary, welcome, my love. Make this all make sense. Rosalind says, MOCA, tell that nasty ass Shannon that it's time for our rotten no good ass to come to the front of the class, because soon she gonna be where Jarvis at. And she knows it. She knows it. Hey, Rover, welcome. She knows it. That's why she's out here doing the things that she's doing. Miss Sean B says, how is she being allowed to have someone's children? Detroit can't be that fucked up. Miss Sean B, that's what puzzles me. But what puzzles me the most, Miss Sean B, on that one is this. Those two young ladies whose babies Shannon or Shannon was in possession of. Those two young ladies, I know they didn't just fall out the sky. Those two young ladies had a family somewhere. Where are their families? Why haven't their family, unless Detroit is really that fucked up? The families never questioned where were their daughters. Family never questioned, okay, my daughter was pregnant the last time I seen her, but come on now, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Debbie says, went against her relative for a no good, for nothing, sick-minded man that didn't even want her, didn't want her. But then Shannon, Shannon was supposed to prove everybody wrong. Society gave him a chance. Society gave Jarvis Butts a chance. So she had to do the same. To the point says, I was over Shannon when she lied about a phone number that according to her was her old phone number, and Jarvis called that same phone number on the night. Shannon is a liar. She proved that at the preliminary. Annette proved that at the preliminary. So we knew from that moment there was nothing that these people could have said that we could have taken and believed. Nothing. But society gave him a chance. And Shannon gave him a chance. And that's why Shannon needs to be triple, double dog, walked and locked up. Because she gave him a chance. And she was an accomplice to all his dirty dealings. Because he made a note of it in telling all his women that Shannon knows what's up. Shannon, his dealings with Shannon is a business deal and a business deal only. So there's no way Shannon did not know what Jarvis had going on with all these children. No way. No way. Mm-mm. I believe Jarvis said some things about Shannon. I believe Jarvis is giving. Jarvis is not. He's sitting there, but he's telling a little bit here and a little bit there. And I do believe that he's giving it up on Shannon. And I do believe that Shannon knows that he's giving it up. Jarvis may have not had a word to say for quite some time. But once it was revealed that Jarvis touched his daughter as well, Jarvis knew his goose was cooked. He knew his goose was cooked because now his daughter is able to speak. Wherever Naziah is, there's no voice behind whatever activities took place. But his daughter could speak it. So now he's telling it all. So he's going to implicate Shannon in a lot of what's going on. Tony said, and that's the connection between her and Annette. If a mother isn't stable enough, she puts the babies up for adoption, and Annette funky ass ends up with the babies, and she has the heavy hitter behind her. Didn't I tell you it was I told y'all it was an enterprise. We just got to start going down the chain of command and seeing where everybody sits. Because in this enterprise, everybody holds a position. Even the damn church. Just like I said, Frank's Auto Shop isn't just an auto shop. That's a hub. It moves those babies in and out of there. Annette knows what's going on. Annette gets these kids out for adoption for fostering at a certain age because she grooms them. She grooms them and Frank moves them between Kim Worthy and CPS. They hand the children over. Hey, terrific. Welcome, sister. They hand the children over. It's a whole enterprise. Believe me when I tell you. Oh, Lord. Hip hop crazy. Hip hop said Annette probably got a OnlyFans for granny lovers. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. Debbie, I'm with you. This is the saddest case I ever heard in my life. Sassy says CPS is set up to keep children in the home. Not sure how food, heat, and clean eat. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Antoinette says, or Tony says, Kim Worthers has almost 12,000 receipts. Oh, no. Read that back. Bring it back. MOCA, bring it back. Bring it back. Kim Worthers has almost 12,000 rape kits in a warehouse. And it's a lot more to the people that is keeping her in office. There's no way. There's no way. No way. Miriam says their defensiveness on the stand spoke volumes. And it did, Miriam. It truly did. Old boy say, yep. That phone call saying wipe everything down, save yourself. Then Jarvis tell her to save her own self. That part. Oh boy. She needs to go down with the hide because she's guilty. She's guilty. And when he said wipe everything down, the same night Naziah supposedly came up missing. As I've always said, which is the same night that Shannon and Marquita at the instructions of Annette, whipped Naziah's ass, which is the same night that the midwife went there and took that baby, which is the same night they thought they had beat Naziah so bad they thought Naziah was unalived. They panicked. They didn't know what to do, where to go. They called Jarvis Butts. He's the cleanup man. Jarvis Butts came there, saw Naziah in the state that she was in. He couldn't believe what he saw. Petrified him. Remember, I tell y'all, Jarvis like kitty cat. Jarvis don't like knives and pawpaws. He's not an unaliver. And in a sick, twisted way, he loved Naziah. I don't care how nobody want to look at it. In Jarvis' sick and twisted way, he cared about her in such a way because she was at that age to whereas he could have primed and primed her to be whatever he wanted her to be. Jarvis got there and saw Naziah in a way that he wasn't expecting to see her. Same blue car that he called and told her to wipe everything down. That's where Jarvis took Naziah that night. That's the reason she had to wipe everything down. Naziah's DNA is all in that hoe's house. Her DNA, hey Rena B, welcome boo. Her DNA is all up in that house and they need to go and check it out. Exactly. Mika says, if Naziah was never in her home, why would she need to wipe everything down? They need to start making this shit make sense. LaShawn says, I believe Naziah is still alive. They hid her or trafficking her. If she's gone to glory, I'll be so damn hurt, LaShawn, you and me both. But LaShawn, Kim Worthy gonna have to come a little stronger than text messages, phone pings. She gonna have to come a little stronger than them planted ass shoes and that planted ass jumpsuit and a trickle of blood on a hoodie. She gonna have to come a little stronger. Hey, Tom Fly, welcome, sis. Happy Monday. Oh, thank you, Debbie, because I couldn't think of that heifer name for nothing in the world. Latricia Johnson, that's her. She knows, I'm telling you. She knows. Damn, Mika call her a treasure trove. It's a lot of hands in this case, y'all. A lot of them. Debbie says, and the fact he didn't even explain how he wrecked her car. She didn't care, Debbie. And Debbie, isn't that something? He wrecked the car. She asked no questions. So you don't think she was part of the problem? She was truly a part of the problem. Kenyatta says she was on the stand upset because she knew she wasn't the only one. And a baby is missing. That's exactly why she was upset. Exactly. Debbie says, and she has a 2-year-old daughter by Jarvis. That she does. Mika says they fit all of the little girls to Jarvis. They fed all the little girls to Jarvis, including his own daughter. And that's the most disgusting part. Jarvis is sad. Jarvis is sick. You know, when I ended up saying Jarvis had a type, No, he don't. No, he don't. Anything with a hole is his type. Even his own. Hey, PJ, welcome. Even his own. Even his own. Hey, Sheikah, welcome, baby. And that's sad. Sassy said, yep, that backfired on her stupid ass. Because that sicko looked at Naziah a lot harder than he did her. She couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it. One Love says, I think Jarvis was touching that baby the moment he saw her, because he didn't have a problem giving a 4-year-old something. Why would he have a problem giving a 2-year-old something? That part. That part. You know what? I'm curious. I'm curious to see if it's ever presented Naziah's doctor's records. She had reports from the doctor. Naziah has been back and forth to the doctor. Now, I wonder if any of those visits at the doctor would reveal that she had an STD. I wonder. Because he was a dirty one. He was definitely a dirty one. Mika says the women knew their ugly ass wasn't beautiful inside or out. That's why they offered their children. Hey, beautiful soul. Beautiful soul says, I sit back and reflect on the case. He said that beast to that baby. It was all good when she was little. But then when she became a teenager, that's when things started to shift. This is insane. It's insane. But for a mama, any kind of mama. Hey, Lady Libra. Lady Libra said she also was in the hospital at some point. That part. That part. Sassy says, well, here, which is Detroit, if you're not registered, it's supposed to be automatically 2 years. Beautiful Soul says when he got with that family, I know he really thought he had hit the jackpot. How to found out a family is just as sick as him that'll give up their kids. You knew he liked that. Exactly. You know, pedals attract pedals. And as we unravel this mystery, because that's exactly what it is, guys. The players. You're looking at CPS, DPD. You're looking at the school. You're looking at the mom and pop Arabian shops. You're looking at Frank's Auto Part. You're looking at all these people involved in human trafficking, allegedly. But it's going to eventually come out. It will eventually come out. And you know what's sad? Is that when those 5 separate CPS complaints named Jarvis Butts at the beginning of 2015, that's when he started. And that included the one in 2022 from Journell. And they all had inappropriately touching as the cause. Sad part about it is none of it was ever substantiated. None of it. And then the CPS report that Jarnell filed, which was in April of 2022, when Jarvis supposedly did the touching at the birthday party. CPS went in and did a face-to-face. They call it a forensic interview. And they left there with no disclosures made. And they closed that case. And they labeled it low risk because Shannon and Annette threatened those babies and made them lie. What kind of grand monster is that? What kind? This is crazy. Mika says, Kim trying to redeem herself. She about to give Jarvis capital M. Hey, Cynthia Harmon, welcome, my love. This is crazy. Mo J said, I would be surprised if Jarvis had been touching Naziah at the tender age of 2. Oh, say that because I said it. And I'm going to stand on it because I believe he did. I believe he did, Mo J. I believe he's been touching that baby since she was 2. Nobody could tell me different. And Mo J, if he ain't touched her, Shannon did. I promise you that. Shannon did. Everybody needs to go down. One Love says, Kim Worthless has always been Detroit's problem. She opened the gates to hell. Now's the time to get rid of her. Now is the time to get rid of her. Hey, Auntie Mo, welcome, my love. To sit there and continuously, and I don't understand where the fear comes from when it comes to Kim Worthy. I just don't. I just don't. Because she's been doing all of that for this long. How do you let that keep representing the people? The people. Now, there got to be somebody smarter than Kim Worthy that is out there in Detroit. Kim Worthy's been the top dog in Wayne County for years. She's the face of the system. She's the one who swore to protect the innocent and prosecute the guilty, right? But what did Kim Worthy do for not only Naziah Harris, but what has Kim Worthy done for all the other missing children? The voiceless, what has she done? Kim Worthy is letting these children fall through every crack of this so-called justice system. Kim Worthy had CPS reports piling up like dirty laundry, 5 of them to be exact. Five chances Kim Worthy had to save Naziah. Let me just talk about Naziah for a minute. Kim Worthy, you had 5 chances to save Naziah with those 5 CPS reports. And every single one of them got ignored, got dismissed, or just swept under the rug. While Jarvis Butts was roaming free, grooming, abusing, and doing the most to little girls. You sat on your hands, Kim Worthy, and you gave him up. It's like you gave Jarvis cover. You gave the system a pass. And now you want to act like you're shocked? I think not. You want to pretend like you just found out about what's going on with Naziah. Hell no. Hell no. We see the receipts, Kim Worthy. We've seen the text messages. We've seen the police reports. We've seen the court hearings, Kim Worthy. And they all point back to you and your office's failure. Hey, Corey, welcome, love. Kim Worthy, from me to you, ma'am, Detroit deserves better. They deserve a prosecutor that's going to fight for these children. Not one who let predators thrive. These people need accountability, Kim Worthy. We want transparency. We want justice. And most of all, Kim Worthy, we need a change, and it starts with you. So it's time for you to answer for your role in this mess, because it started with you, and Naziah deserves so much better. Not only do Naziah, the countless others who never got a voice because of your inactions, Kim Worthy. If you won't do the job, and clearly you won't because you haven't, then step aside and make room for somebody who will, Kim Worthy. The people of Detroit deserve so much more. So much more. And it's time for the people of Detroit to stop being fearful of Kim Worthy and take your city back. Take your city back, because enough is enough. You will be a city with no children. Cynthia said she believed that, she said Annette is a mastermind, and she believed Annette trafficked all those children. I wouldn't doubt it. Moj says MOCA. Okay, I read that one. I read that one already. Erlene says, I wonder what Jarvis meant when he said to his baby mama, you new to the game. Everybody who knows Shannon knows what Shannon is about. Erlene, it is my belief when he said that, I believe that everybody knows that whatever Jarvis wants, when it comes to Shannon, Jarvis gets. Shannon don't care what she got to do, neither how she got to do it. Shannon is Jarvis's co-conspirator. Tony says Kim Worthley's NICU Foundation at Henry Ford Hospital. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Right, Sheena? Filthy money with God's judgment on it. God ain't finished with these people yet. Kenyatta Marie says that meant Shannon was my breeder, and she let me do what I want to any child. She ain't never going nowhere. And he meant that, and she knew that. One Love says, oh, I can't wait till Annette get her day. She thinks she was mad, and she tried to be a madam, a damn madam. This heifer named these babies whole names. She burned in the middle of the street. One Love, that's what get me. Annette still living in slavery days. Granny B said it's nice to check in with you. Granny B, It's a pleasure to have you here, my love. Let me tell you, Annette, living in slavery days. Annette definitely gave those girls, but the funny part though, one love, them whole names that she gave them. She didn't offer those names to nobody but Naziah and Naziah's mom. Isn't that something? Carla Hendricks said the corruption comes with the mayor, the judge, the police, CPS, and so on. It's a shame. It's a shame. Tax dollars being wasted on corrupt people. This is a mess. Eno says she's still trying to figure out where Lady at. Girl, told y'all Lady out there doing the most. Hey, old brother, Lady out there doing the most. The most. And Sean B said, yeah, because there was a reason why Annette lied about Lady not being around. Definitely a reason. Definitely a reason. Let me tell you. Annette didn't give a damn where Naziah went, when she came back, who she went with, right? Annette didn't care. Why? As long as a paycheck was coming in to Annette on behalf of Naziah, that's all that mattered to Annette. Annette didn't give a damn about those children. All those children was an income to her. Annette lied on that witness stand saying she had no relationship with her daughter, Kenyatta. Lady, Naziah's mom. But my question is, why is it that Naziah was spending so much time with her mama? See, the day that Annette decided to go to the school and report Naziah as a runaway, not as missing, she reported her as a runaway, and she didn't report her as a runaway until she asked the important question. She went to the school not to report her initially. When she went to the school, she went with the question in mind, did Naziah show up today? Did Naziah show up the day before? Now she asked that question first because Naziah was originally with Lady. And I hope they caught that lie. Naziah was with her mother. Sometimes Naziah would go to school. Sometimes she didn't, depending on who she stayed with the night before. So when it was discovered that Naziah hadn't been to school, because remember, they just came off a break. When it was discovered that Naziah didn't show up to school, then Annette decides to report her as a runaway. But it was said by the cousins, Naziah was supposedly with her mother the night before. None of this is making sense. But I don't believe that Naziah was with Lady the night before. They can't make me believe that. The lie that Lady is telling is that Naziah was with her the night before because she was paying somebody to get Naziah's hair done. How the hell could Lady pay for anybody to get Naziah's hair done? And Lady stealing bikes and robbing people. But what Lady should have told the truth on as a mother, one that had feelings. What lady should have told the truth on was that Shannon would drop Naziah off at the motel to be with Tricks. That's what lady, as a mother, crack or not, that should have been her truth. Because she knew. She knew. And she also knew why she gave Naziah one of those government cell phones. She also profited off of Naziah. If we're going to tell it, let's tell it all. Keep it a goddamn buck. Hey, Lady Leo, let's keep it a buck. Lady profited off of Naziah as well. Lady gave Naziah that cell phone when Lady was low. Lady would call her daughter. They would get her there. Just like Shannon and Annette was getting a cut off of pimping out Naziah, so was Lady. Jarvis knew it. Shannon even had the nerves to have Naziah out there recruiting other little young girls. So if they're going to tell it, they need to tell it all. They need to tell it all. This ain't nothing that MOCA said. This is something that comes from their own family. Sassy says drugs, sex, and money is all any of them cared about. The children were nothing more than a product to them, that part. And I believe that with everything that's in me. Everything that's in me, I believe that. Michonne B said just to be with Annette when when they went to the school to report Naziah a runaway. But you see, Annette done played this game before. Nothing and nobody could make me believe that children have not come up missing on Annette's watch. Annette has done this before. Annette is so comfortable doing this, she felt she could have gotten away with it again. But Naziah was a different one this time. See, Naziah was the one that was birthed to pull all the demons and all the skeletons and all the monsters away from that family. And then when all of this went wrong with Naziah, Naziah says, fuck it, it's time to tell it all. And she's exposing them, sure as I am who I am sitting here right now. Hey, awesome Miss Wilson, welcome. Naziah is exposing them one by one. And Annette has to answer again, like I said, whether she answers to the courthouse or to God's house. Annette is going to have to answer to all the children that came up missing on her watch. Because they came up missing. Kenyatta Marie said, Lady probably sold our kids to Annette. Cynthia says, I thought our father had a heart attack. He had heart complications. That he did. Mo J says, I believe once the corrupted saw that there was a loophole and a family that was willing to supply the children, they all jumped on the bandwagon. Moj, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. You hear me? But this did not just start with Annette. What Annette has done, Annette has been trained to do. Annette mother has been doing what Annette is attempting to do for generations. So Annette felt she could have picked up the ball and carried on what her mother left behind. The difference between Annette and her mother. Back in a gap, they didn't care. Just like they don't now. Back in the gap, maybe her mother wasn't as sloppy, but Annette is sloppy with hers. And the reason why Annette is sloppy with her enterprise and whatever her little ringleader thing got going on, the sloppiness comes in with Annette's children, Shannon and Marquita. That's who brought the sloppiness into Annette's mix. And that's why Annette don't want to have no dealings with him today. Because all of the heat that came onto Annette because of Shannon and Marquita. Hey, Bridget. Sunshine Sean says, I believe there are more than 40 victims. And he needs to be charged for all of them. And Shannon too, because she knew. She knew. These people just didn't give a damn. Kenyatta Marie, that's the hurt right there. Our heart's hurting and the family pops on chats and says she dead. And then you got the other part of the family out there dating and bowling. Don't give a damn. They don't care. Tony says the people have to remove her, MOCA. She claims to work with the youth, the church, and the community. A motivational speaker. That's why the Harris family is doing stuff like this. But Antoinette, you see all the people, Tony, all the people that you just mentioned. Kim Worthy claims to work with the youth, the church, and the community. That's the same damn title that the good old bishop carries. He works with the youth. He's an overseer of the church. He works with the community and gives back, but all at the same time. It's a whole trafficking network running through that church, and she knows all about it. She knows all about it, Tiff. She knows all about it. Bushwatchers, that like button is free. I would appreciate if you all hit the like button. It's not a hard thing to do. I would truly appreciate it. Hey, April, welcome, love. Granny B says, this is so sad. I get so sick and tired of these women putting a man over their children. Granny B, baby. And these people, they don't care about these children. Granny B, when I was first informed that Annette had relations with her own brother, Eric Gamble, had a baby and everything, I said, oops, this is not going to end well. As this case started unraveling, more and more family dirt started coming to the surface. So if Annette didn't mind laying up with her own biological brother, how are we supposed to feel, or why should we be upset that she allowed that same nasty brother, who's a tier 3 pedo, certified on paper. Why would Annette accept money from this man so he could be with our granddaughter Naziah? Just pay attention to that circle. It's a web of lies, it's a merry-go-round. Annette, whomever was willing to give Annette a few dollars for these children, they all had a for sale sign on them. They all were sold. But as long as we have breath, and as long as God allows, the fight will continue to be justice for these babies. Naziah, baby, you done shook Detroit. Naziah, you done woke up the gods, baby. You done woke them up. And until they bring you back to us, we're going to continue to shake Detroit. We're going to continue exposing this filthiness for what it is. Because the list of those that's going to be implicated, it don't just stop with Shannon, Annette, and Marquita. It's a whole bunch of them that's going to go down. Even those that run out here and pretend they knew nothing. They're part of the problem too. Hey, Tawana, welcome, sister. They're part of the problem too. They know. They know. Marquita ain't shit either. Rock says around here looking for a man and not a lawyer. To get your cheering back. Isn't that something? Mika said God sits high and look low. And when he swing the block with that karma, she gonna make their ass up with facts. Sunshine says MOCA 5% was taken off the set because he didn't even have 5 minutes for that baby. And to find out what she was going through, that's the sad part, Sunshine. He knew that baby's struggles. But he laid his nasty ass here and he too paid Annette good money. And we'll never know the truth to it all. But even when he was with Lady, she was underage. He knew it. But yet he wanted to hide Naziah to protect his wife. You ignored that baby, you hid that baby, you neglected that baby to protect your wife, all while you still going to Annette's home. You painting. Annette had a bunch of goddamn painters. You're painting. You're dropping off money. You're attending family functions while looking at Naziah silently cry, publicly hurting. But as her father, you left her there because you wanted to protect your wife. God gave you an opportunity, 5%, to make it right and to tell you truth. You told what you wanted to tell, but you still left all the focus on your health issues and what you couldn't do and what you didn't have. God got tired of you playing on Naziah's name, nigga, and he pulled a plug. Your 5% was worthless. and you're not here today. And that same wife that you wanted to protect by not bringing Naziah to the forefront, you're gone away from this earthly realm. Nobody has heard nor seen of your wife since. If she really cared about Naziah, if she really cared about you as a husband, she would have been here swinging just like me. See how that goes? Hip hop says they gotta shake something for those Timu wigs and outfits. Yeah, they on plenty of fish. Oh God. Oh God. Everybody, Cynthia, I'm with you, baby. I believe she being trafficked too. I do believe. Debbie say fake, fake, fake. A neck knew when, knew then. And she knows now where and what they did to Naziah. Of course she knows. They all know. And that's why I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying the way that I'm saying it, because they know. And right about now, they know I know. Right, Love Jones? All she did was gave him a chance to hurt so many children. That's what she did. Mika want to know if y'all believe additional charges are coming in August. Mika, I believe every time Kim Worthy roll over, she's going to find a charge for Jarvis. Granny B says apparently Detroit is not working in the interest of these children. Detroit needs to be as well accountable for the, of course. They have to be. They have to be. There has to be advocates there speaking on behalf of these children. There's no way Detroit would keep getting away with all of this. No way. Just nasty, despicable. Hip hop and history say Detroit didn't do anything to these children. Don't lump all of us up with them weird motherfuckers. Hip hop. Well, you know what we mean. Well, you know what we mean. I'm talking about y'all people in charge, politicians. That's who's getting the brunt of this. That's right, Cynthia. Jarvis. You know, and I can't fault Jarvis for that. Cynthia? Jarvis told Shannon who he was. Jarvis told Shannon he was fresh out of jail with a record. He even told her what his record was. Shannon allowed it. Hey, Ida, welcome, boo. Sheena said they probably have that baby on them substances. I wouldn't doubt it. Look at my sister come out the bushes. Hey, my sister Storm. Love you, sis. Justice for Naziah. You had an awesome day. Hey, Tristan. My sister Living Life says, MOCA, the people of Detroit is scared. When they tell, they might get set up to be gone. Oh, my. That's bad. It's bad. Mika says, I feel like King ain't trustworthy. I don't believe his testimony. He said he didn't even see Jarvis. King, he's another one from the gate. He's not trustworthy. From the gate. Tony says Jarvis ain't going down by himself. And King was snitching, and now that he's out of prison, he goes sing. It's so much to cover, y'all. I tell you, when you miss a day or two, it's like you done missed everything. And I know that we cannot cover all of this in one night, right? But we coming back every day. I know, sister. I know you didn't want to say the word. I finished it for you. Shantae said, how is it that she's taking care of someone else's kids and can't even take care of her own? Sad, sad mess. My city is out of line, but Detroit, damn shame, girl. Girl. Let me tell you, this is worse than ruthless. Worse than ruthless. Deborah Crosby said Jarvis heard King was getting out. He don't want King to be head of the shop. It ain't no more shop, girl. It ain't that's done. That's a done deal. It ain't no more shop there. King got to start working on cars in his yard, but it ain't no more shop. Cause right about now, them Arabs don't want that heat either, cause they don't know which way this case is gonna go. So there ain't gonna be no more shop. Because my thing is, that's another question y'all have to ask yourself with all of this corruption. 2 felons, 2 convicts, straight out of prison, but can own an auto detail shop, auto body shop. Who financed that shop? Arabs. So them Arabs don't want the heat. Because they don't know where this is going to end up. They don't know what direction this is going to take. So they're trying to lay low. They're trying to lay low. Cynthia says if a net trafficker owns grandchild, she needs to be under the jail. Get ready, Cynthia. Get ready, Cynthia. Her hands are dirty. Her hands are dirty. Sister Living Life says, living in Detroit is hopeless for the children. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. This is amazing. This is it's not amazing. It's insane. Debbie said, word on YouTube Street is that Naziah's room was in the basement, and it was. And it was, because let me tell you something. Y'all, we got so much to uncover. Not enough time. When Naziah told Jarvis to go park his truck down the street and around the corner, 2:00 in the morning. 2:00 in the morning. She's telling Jarvis, go park around the corner. I'm gonna open the basement door for you to come in. That's what she's telling this man at 2:00 in the morning. Shannon can't tell me she was not aware that Jarvis was being with his own daughter. Annette cannot tell me that she was not aware that Jarvis was being with her grandchildren. Because where the hell is Jarvis coming from at 2:00 in the morning with his daughter in the truck with him? He's coming to drop his daughter off at 2 in the morning and then going in the basement to be with Naziah. So Shannon, your lies. Annette lies. They're done. Erlene says, but the thing we don't pay attention, Erlene says, in Jarvis and Naziah's text, that was truly one of their meeting spots, MOCA. Oh, Carla Henry, them neighbors fearful. The neighbors don't want to talk because the neighbors said that Annette played with black magic. She get it from her mama. Annette plays with black magic. She get it from her mama. So the neighbors are scared to play with Annette. The neighbors are afraid to play with her. Annette done moved too many different places. And I know so many people have seen so many things. But they're afraid. Thank you so much, Rena B. She said, hey, my MOCA, keep up the good work, girlfriend. I look forward to you every night you're on. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Right, Sheena? Jarvis loved, in a sick, twisted way, he loved Naziah's innocence. Tony says, and Kim Worthless has the Arabians. The Arabics is who's supporting her, with many others in Detroit. MOCA, go look it up. Y'all Google it for yourselves. Put in Kim Worthless. Baby, Tony, I'm with you, boo. Tony, I'm with you. I'm with you. I swear I am. Miss Sean B. That's when, and he want to talk about simply retarded. Sean B said Jarvis didn't even realize he implicated Blue Car in that phone call. Look, he didn't realize it, and Blue Car neither. Mika said, I believe Jarvis is more involved. I don't believe he acted alone, though. Jarvis is involved. Jarvis is getting the brunt of all of this because of his actions. Because of the sick, demented mind that he has. But listen, there are people bigger than Jarvis in this. This shit is bigger than Jarvis. It's bigger than we could even imagine. That enterprise runs deep. That trafficking ring runs deep. And if the right people are on this case and doing the right things and they're seeking justice and they want to fix the problem, y'all will be surprised at all the people that will be implicated. Y'all will be surprised at all the people that's being implicated. This case is a mess. This case is, let me move down in the comments because I'm not going to be here much longer because, child, I'm back now, y'all. I done had 5 days off. I'm back. So we're gonna wrap this up tonight, but we will be back. Hey, Wanda, look at my girl. Tristan says, I'm glad you brought up King. I went back and went over his testimony. He lied about when the car came to the shop that he did. And he lied about the vehicles Jarvis was in that day. Oh, King told some lies. King told some lies. Oh, Tristan did King lie. Pebble says, King is being watched. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. I wonder if he was released with restrictions. I got to go back and check. There's a lot of people involved in this. Leisure lady, you understand? Jehovah Shalom, y'all are next. This is crazy. Cool Girl Sister says, MOCA, Detroit needs to replace all the politics. And the DA, the DPD, DCPS, also everybody. Cynthia said his case is working on her nerves. Top said he probably watching. Hey, King, if you watching, you could drop down. You ain't behind them bars no more. I'll stay on a little extra just for you. Hip hop says if they're scared, it's because of drug activity with violence attached, not people like the Harris Butts crew. Amani says now it says online on the Fox channel that King testified November 1st, 2024. Therefore, he's been talking. Amani. Been. And you know, Amani? Not only has he been talking, but he still have a lot more to say. Oh, Christian said a year house arrest. Okay. Hey, Tonya Nika. Tony said, did y'all see the video of the children saying their prayers? Girl. With them toddler-sized portion, it takes you back to how many children were in the house. Annette lied. Naziah made seven. Another lie. Let me tell you, going back through those preliminaries, you could count the lies. I mean, it's so many lies till it's insane. Literally insane. Cool Girl Sister says, most of those people are scared to death to speak out about anything to do with that family. Leisure Lady says the layers should be pulled back. Dre was scared in there. Jarnell just said it was different and that she didn't like it. Leisure Lady, is a lot going on. Leisure Lady. And a lot of it that's going on got a lot to do with black magic. That's how Annette is controlling them. Because her mouthpiece ain't that good. Tristan says, I also ran a fire. It was something about her reading that caught my attention. When she said, Naziah said, her first encounter with a man, Annette made her face up and said it's okay to make a man feel good. She had to make a man feel real good. I remember that. And that Naziah's first encounter with the makeup and Annette pimping her out. She was 8 years old. This is crazy. Hey, Focus, welcome. Focus says, I wonder if he was released in hopes he would lead them to something else. Focus, that's a good question. But I doubt it. And the reason why I doubt that, Focus, because he set his ass in court doing a preliminary and pretended he didn't even see Jarvis. Like he don't want to have nothing to do with nothing. But who knows? With this case, anything is possible. Anything. Tony says, Annette ain't nobody to be scared of. Them blue people need to protest and get her out of the neighborhood. They protest everything else, that part. Venetia says, I heard that car came to the shop 4 days before they even started working on it. Look, at this point, all their truth's coming out. The lies ain't lying no more. Tristan says, then in that same part, she said she told Shannon about her and Jarvis, and she said it was okay. And the reason it sticks out now is I understand why everybody was comfortable, because they all knew. They all knew. Mika said, just a suggestion. In July, maybe we could go over the testimonies again so we can be prepared for the announcements in August. Noted, duly noted. I believe King Release had a 1-year probation. Right. That's what you said it, Mika, and Christian said it too. A 1-year probation. 1 year. Top Fly said he gotta be involved somehow. Because if he did his time, why come home on house arrest if you have no other charge? That part. Because what I'm confused about is when King was initially arrested, King had the M charge. He had an M charge on his arrest. Why did the M charge suddenly disappear? And I believe the M charge went away when King started talking. That's what I believe. Tristan said she also mentioned a bike in front of an old brown truck, and we all know they keep mentioning the bike and lady. Right. Right. Lady stealing bikes. Hey, Leela. Wanda said it seems like the whole Detroit is scared of him. Samantha said it was said that Jarvis' dad told Frank to watch over Jarvis. I don't know about that because I don't know nobody that knows who knows Frank. I mean, who knows Frank's dad? Who knows Jarvis' dad? Who knows what the connection is between the two of them? Who knows if the two of them even had a conversation? So where that comes from, I don't know. And I'm not going to run with that one because I haven't seen it nowhere where there was a connection between Jarvis's dad and Frank's dad. Samantha said if King talks, he won't make it because of the organization. I believe it. Sunshine Sean says, Mocha, I pray they all get them chains on their arms because they all played a part. If they let King out to trap the rest of them. Something is going on. Something is going on. We don't know what it is, but we're going to stand by and wait for it to unfold. We don't mind waiting. Mika said, no way. And that could have been my mom. And control me like that because I would have whipped her old raisin, girl, you crazy, raisin face ass for putting that makeup on my baby and telling her that mess. But them women didn't care. The women didn't care. I don't know if Frank is I don't think Frank is Jarvis's uncle. I don't believe that. Nobody could make me believe that. I haven't seen it nowhere. I mean, it might be possible, but I don't know. I'm not going to run with that one. But guys, it's been interesting. I'm back. That 5-day vacay was everything plus some, but I can't be missing out on information like this because baby, the comeback be real. His wife said, someone said on Facebook, I think that Jarvis' dad asked Frank to take care of him and to look out for him. Okay, we'll check it out. But, we got to find a proof on that. But guys, it was another awesome night. I know I can stay here 2-3 more hours. But my time has come to an end. I've been here 2.5 hours. We're going to pick up where we left off on tomorrow. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I appreciate each and every one of you all for stopping by tonight, Rocking with MOCA. I really do. Trishan said, I asked myself a few months ago. Shannon said Naziah called her, asking about a street address. Where's the proof of that call? That part. That Shannon lied. But I appreciate each and every one of you that came out tonight, rock with MOCA, showed love, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you to the new members tonight. Thank each and every one of you for the super chats, the super stickers. Thank each one of you for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. Until next time, God bless you all. I love you all. And we're going to do this again tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, be blessed. Love on your children. Make sure you know where they are. Inform them about the predators of this world, male and female alike. See something, say something. Forever be a voice for those that have none. Good night, everyone. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
She ain't gone. No, she just hiding behind the lies. They keep on writing. I feel her voice. I hear her crying. But they too busy testifying. Saying nothing while she dying inside. She ain't gone. She just fighting to survive. She said she needed help in class that day. Laid out on the floor, tears in the way. Told the teacher she need a word, not a test. But they passed her off like the pain was just stress. Mama acting like she ain't see a thing, but checking her tablet, deleting the strings. The truth in a locker, the truth in a phone. They try to act like she ran off alone.
Portrayal lies, got them swearing to God, but the ones in the pews know the story too odd. Why you wanna stand talking? I don't recall. You was posting like everything's fine, that's all. She had bruises and bags, she had silence and shade. They let that man stay while she tried to escape. A house full of whispers, a shop full of ghosts, but we saw them cameras and we the most.
She ain't gone. No, she just hiding behind the lies. They keep on writing. I feel her voice. I hear her crying. But they too busy testifying. Saying nothing while she dying inside. She ain't gone. She just fighting to survive. I believe she's somewhere breathing slow. Not a grave, just a place we don't yet know. Maybe protective, maybe hid away, but not erased, not gone astray. The court got a date, but the streets got a voice. And we gon' speak loud like we ain't got a choice. This ain't just views, it's a whole damn name. Say Naziah loud till they feel that flame.
Good night, everyone. God bless.